Alright, what is going on, my fellow geniuses? So today I'm gonna actually be reviewing like the best guns for close range combat. So I'm only gonna be talking about the best of the best close range guns, and I will be covering the best attachments to put on these guns as well, just in case you guys want to feel like getting better at the game. I mean, hopefully this video will help you out with that. And by the way, if I have missed a gun or if I just don't have it on this list, feel free to like leave a comment telling me like, oh, you know, Snowy, it may have been a good idea to put this on the list. And really, I don't know, just comment whatever. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go down the line. So first we have the assault rifles, and so the first gun on this list is the AS Val. The AS Val has a fire rate of 900 rounds per minute with a damage of 34 at close range, and then it does drop off to 20, but it doesn't really matter because we're covering just close range guns only. So yeah, that means you can 3-shot to the limb at close range with 900 fire rate, which is really good actually. And so for the attachments for this gun, I would recommend any sight. I actually prefer the AMT Terminator sight, but yeah, stubby grip, extended mag, and then nothing else. I feel like without the extended mag, you only have 20 bullets, which really, it doesn't give you a lot to work with. So, you know, using the extended mag is really a good option. But yeah, that's the AS Val. Very good option if you want to go close range. Next, in the assault rifles, we have the M231, which, as you guys may know, is infamous for its extremely high recoil. It does also have 35 damage with attachments, of course, and a fire rate of 1225, which is one of the fastest in the game. So yeah, this gun really shreds. The only thing you guys need to worry about is the recoil, which if you play with this gun enough, you'll get the hang of it. All you really have to do is shoot downward. Like if there's someone in front of you, shoot at their feet, and then it'll probably like due to the recoil, the gun will naturally shoot at their like torso area. So yeah, the attachments that I recommend for this are iron sight. I don't really recommend putting a sight on this or a scope on this or whatever, but yeah, the iron sights are good. pbs-I suppressor, vertical grip, and laser, and then nothing else. But yeah, a lot of people love the M231, a lot of people hate the M231. It really depends on your play style and whether or not you're willing to actually take on the management of the recoil. But yeah, that is the M231. So next up, we do have the battle rifles, and only one of these is like really stand out good for close range, and that is the ECR with a damage of 52 at close range. And that does like go out pretty far. I think it goes to like 75, 80 studs. So it does maintain its damage range pretty well. And then a fire rate of 780, which is actually really good for that damage. Makes the ECR a really good option. However, you only have 10 bullets. Obviously, you want to put it in automatic mode if you're going close range, because you really don't want to play with it on burst or semi, which is just, I don't know, it just doesn't work as well. But yeah, so it basically just 2 shots to the limbs at close range, which is why it's really good. The only downside is the number of bullets is very small, so you're gonna have to play conservative. But yeah, with this, I do recommend, you know, any sight. Pretty much for all of these, it goes any sight you want. And then muzzle brake, folding grip, and laser. Those are personally the best attachments. So yeah, ECR pretty good option. It depends how conservative you actually want to be when you're playing. But yeah, moving along to the carbines, we have 2 in this category. One is the Groza 4, and I recommend the Groza 4 because the 3-shot kill to the limb at close range, and I believe it can 2-shot to the head at close range as well, all the way up to like 40 studs, I think. So yeah, the damage for close range is really good with this, and it doesn't have a very good fire rate, only 700 rounds per minute. But with the damage, I believe that this gun can actually be used really effectively in close range, and I feel like the hip fire is pretty accurate. So this gun is actually like, I would say it's almost more suited towards medium range, but it can also be used really effectively at close range. But yeah, the attachments you want to use for this are any sight. Obviously there's no barrel attachment because I think it is suppressed by default, and then folding grip and laser. Okay, next we have the SR3M, one of my personal favorite guns actually. The SR3M, I love the sound it makes when you shoot it. But yeah, this is a 3-shot kill at close range to the limb. It doesn't 2-shot to the head at close range, which is, you can't really complain because you get 3-shot to the limb at close range with 900 fire rate. So this gun is actually one of your best options, in my opinion, if you're gonna go for like close to medium range. It's really suited for that, and it's really fun to use. Honestly, it's one of my like more used carbines. But yeah, the attachments I would recommend, I like the coyote sight on this. I don't, it's really personal preference, but yeah, coyote sight, compensator, stubby grip, and the extended mag. The extended mag is really useful because I think it pushes the bullets from 20 to 30, which is, it's definitely what you want to do. So yeah, that is the SR3M. Moving along to the shotguns, we do have 3 in this category. As you would expect, the shotguns are tending to be like better at close range. So the first one we have is the KSG, and the reason the KSG is really good is because the fire rate's pretty okay, and it does have 14 bullets. I don't find the damage to be that good, but as long as you're like accurate enough, you should be able to get the one shot up to like, I don't really know what the stud range is, but you can definitely one shot from close range, which is why it makes it really good, especially with the high bullet capacity and stuff like that. It does take a long time to reload each individual pellet is what it's called, I think, which is kind of unfortunate, but like it does do really well. You can reload one at a time, which can be seen as a benefit. But yeah, the attachments for this, you don't really need much. You could go with a laser if you want to, and then maybe flechette is probably a good option. So yeah, that's the KSG. Moving along, we do have the Sega 12, and the Sega 12 is it's really good at close range because the fire rate is insane. It's got 350 fire rate, I believe the fastest shooting shotgun, even faster than the AA12, which is an automatic. But yeah, the Sega's really good, as you maybe would expect from a shotgun that shoots that fast. Pretty good damage as well. The only downside is the 8 bullets. 8 bullets isn't really too bad, but it's not great. But yeah, the attachments I would run on this are just laser if you want to, and then flechette. You really don't need too much for shotguns in terms of attachments. But for our next shotgun, we have the AA12, which is very attachment specific, okay? And before I get into the attachments, I just want to say the AA12 is, in my opinion, the best CQC gun out there. I don't think you're gonna find any better CQC gun, but that's only my opinion. But yeah, 300 fire rate, damage really isn't that great. It does drop off quite a lot, and the spread is quite a lot as well. But yeah, the spread actually maybe works in your favor at close range, because sometimes you're not going to be as accurate at close range, and the bullet spread will, like, it'll encompass more area, if you get me. But yeah, you guys know the drill with the AA12. You just want maybe a laser, and then definitely the 20 round drum mag and flechette. And if you use that, honestly, you're just gonna be amazing at the game. That's just how the game works at the moment. But yeah, that is the AA12. Moving along to the PDWs, we have 4 in this category, as you would expect for a PDW, a personal defense weapon, to be good at close range. So starting off, we have the Mac 10, which has almost an 1100 fire rate. It does have over 1100 if you equip the muzzle booster. But yeah, pretty high damage. Up to 20 studs, you get 36 damage, which does allow you to 2-shot kill at the head anywhere up to 20 studs. So that's really good. And 3-shot kill to the limb up to 20 studs or whatever it is. And combined with the 1100 fire rate, this gun is a beast. Okay, this gun is insane. It's crazy, dude. I really don't know the right attachments for this. You can sort of experiment. The recoil is a bit much, in my opinion, especially with the initial kick. However, you can maintain that with like grips or like barrel attachments or whatever. Really, I just don't actually know what the best attachments for this are, but feel free to experiment. You could maybe definitely put a laser on it, because that would be helpful for like closer range combat. But yeah, the Mac 10 is such a beast. Next up, we have the MP7. MP7 is also one of the better guns. Only 30 damage at close range, so it doesn't 3-hit kill to the limbs. However, if you get just one headshot, you can 3-hit kill with a fire rate of 950, so that's pretty much on the faster side. Nothing too much to say about the MP7. It's really good. You kind of just got to try it out for yourself if you want to experience how good it is. For the sight, I usually like to go coyote sight, because I feel like it works with the range pretty well. And then compensator, folding grip, and then a laser. Pretty straightforward with the MP7, really good gun. Next, we do have the Colt SMG, which is a little bit more on the unique side. 1000 fire rate, 34 damage at close range, meaning you can 3-hit kill to the limbs at close range. This gun does have a lot of initial recoil as well, and then sustaining recoil. It's a bit more than most of the other PDWs, in my opinion, which is why you're definitely gonna have to rely on attachments to keep this thing a bit more stabilized. But yeah, overall, it's really good. I would recommend hip firing with this if you're close range. It's really not worth scoping it that much, so whatever optic you put doesn't matter too much, in my opinion. I do like the coyote sight on this though, in case you are gonna go for that, like, scope in spray down. But yeah, for the other attachments, you're gonna want to put the compensator, folding grip, and a laser. Moving along, we have the Chris Vector. You guys probably know about this gun. It's really not the best, but it does work really well at close range. Like anything beyond close range, it's kind of useless in my opinion. But yeah, with attachments, it does do 42 damage at close range. That's when you put hollow point on it, and it does have a fire rate of 1200, which is insanely fast. The time to kill on this gun is pretty low. As long as you're accurate enough, this gun can literally shred people. Don't really know too much what to say about this. It used to be a lot better when it came out. It was like one of the best guns, and now it's good, but it's not the best. It's like out of this list, it's definitely not the best, but it is really fun to use, really versatile, really lightweight. I actually enjoy using this quite a lot. So for the attachments, you want to put on any sight. I do prefer the reflex sight or the Cobra sight. I think those two sights work really well on this. And then you want to put the compensator and a folding grip, a laser, and then hollow point. But yeah, getting down there, moving on, we have the LMGs. Two of the LMGs made it on this list. The HK21 for starters. You guys know the drill with the HK21 as well. Insanely good, really high damage, decent fire rate, 800 rounds per minute. Overall, really solid gun. The only problem with it is the recoil. But I find that all aiming, if you're aiming in and you press T, it'll go into this all aim situation where it's kind of like you're no scoping, but you're not really. I find that to be a bit more effective with the HK21 in terms of being able to manage the recoil. But yeah, this gun is insanely good. Time to kill is fairly low, 0.07 seconds. It's crazy. And then yeah, so any sight you want, I do prefer the reflex sight on this. And then compensator, stubby grip, laser, and then hollow point is what you want to put for the attachments. Moving along, we have the next LMG on this list, which is the MG3KWS, one of the more interesting guns on this list. It does have a fire rate of 1000, which is crazy for an LMG. Okay, really crazy. 38 damage at close range, meaning you can 2-hit kill to the head at close range and then 3-hit kill to the limbs. So yeah, damage on this is really good. Super fast. You get 50 bullets. You do burn through them pretty quick, and you have to reload for like 8 seconds or something. So that sort of balances the gun a lot, but it does have a lot of suppression, which makes it really hard to go up against, especially in those close range situations. But yeah, for this, you're gonna want to use the muzzle booster just to make the fire rate even just more overpowered, the stubby grip, laser, and then armor piercing. And then for the last gun on this list, we do have a DMR belonging to the VSS Ventores. And this gun is really weird because it is a DMR. However, it does have an automatic firing mode, which is kind of unheard of for a DMR, but the VSS does it, okay? And the VSS is really good. It's a lot like the ECR, very high damage, 55 damage at close range, allowing you to 2-hit kill to the limbs. It doesn't one-shot to the head. It does close. It does like 92 damage, I think. I'm not really gonna go calculate it, but yeah, overall really high damage. Same situation with the ECR. You only get 10 bullets, so it's not that good, but it's like really good for shredding maybe 1 to 2 people when you're really close to them, making it ideal for like close range combat and stuff. But yeah, for the attachments, I do recommend the reflex sight. I think it works well. Obviously nothing for the barrel because it is suppressed by default, and then for the underbarrel, stubby grip, and then maybe you can add a laser if you want. I would recommend the laser because I believe it makes it more stable, and you know, you get that you just get that extra help when hip firing and stuff like that. But yeah, those are all the guns that made it to this list. Once again, let me know if you have any other guns that you felt like perform pretty well at close range, and hopefully you guys learned something from this. All I wanted to do with this video is just make you guys better players. Shout out to Extension Cable from the Stylist Discord and everyone else in the Stylist Discord for helping me make the list, and then helping me with the attachments for each gun. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.